Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOZ.
Welcome to Around the Table. It is the middle of the week, and it's hump day here in the studio. So we do our little humpy thing, and so we can move right on with the show.
There we go. We have to have our hump day, though.
Not the same without the little hump.
Excuse
and the
me.
little burp.
Sometimes I forget where I am, and
oh my gosh,
it needed to come out.
Are they louder at home?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I don't.
Okay.
I do kind of bring it down, believe it or not.
Funny.
But
boy.
sometimes it's going to burn if you don't let it out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh well, I do. Okay.
Oh boy.
Excuse me.
Anything going on in your life? I hear that you had babysat last night.
I babysat last night. The baby did not sleep particularly well.
He's not feeling very good.
He's just, and I don't know if, so I can remember my kids going through a phase where they were up more than normal, awake at night more than normal.
Well, they've got teeth coming in
But I wasn't 64 years old either,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
I know,
He didn't
and
care
it's
how
not
old you
his fault. He's got a snotty nose. He's just part of it.
Yeah.
But he was not. He went back to sleep this morning at like 6:30 on a pillow in the living room floor, and I had to wake him up.
Okay.
Or 5. I know. I hated it.
Would you
didn't
take him
like
to
it
daycare?
either. To take him to daycare, so I'd come to
boy.
work. But
I
anywho,
remember when my mom would take me to daycare.
really,
There was no daycare when I was growing up. They put me in school when I was 4. They falsified my birth certificate just to get
so
me
you
out of
could
the house.
go to preschool
I think that's detrimental.
or kindergarten. Where did you go?
I went to
for?
kindergarten,
Yeah. Did you go 2 years to kindergarten?
No. I went 2 years as a senior in high school, though.
I mean, you
So
kind
it
of
leveled
you
out.
were young. You would have been a young one in your class.
I would have been the youngest, and I
Yeah.
wasn't fully developed mentally either.
A lot of, I find that to be the case a lot, and I feel like it, maybe it's best to hold them back early on, so
It's
that
probably-
they're
yeah.
not struggling the entire
Not
time.
unless they're really advanced.
Right.
Some kids know their alphabets when they're 3.
You almost have to know a lot of that crud to go to kindergarten anymore.
Well,
So do you? Oh, well, I mean, you didn't. You went to senior year twice. So, is that why was that?
I just didn't have enough credits to graduate.
Oh, so it
I
wasn't.
kind of laxed around. Teenager. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what was wrong
Well,
with me.
you were young too. You
was
were
young and-
You were a young one. My kids were both younger ones in their class.
Yeah.
And I think one of them might have probably benefited from.
Now, did you help with your kids growing up with their homework and stuff like that?
Sure.
I had no one to help me with my homework.
I don't know how you.
I didn't understand a lot in school. I just didn't.
Well, that's
didn't have,
hard on a kid.
Can't blame it on my parents. The teachers are supposed to explain all that stuff, but I just had a hard time. I took remedial reading because by dyslexia.
Right. Well, that's a whole different.
Yeah, and I think that was
Challenge.
that was a cause of my learning disability at back then.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just so messed up.
Well,
A lot of us are.
I agree.
And we don't have to be diagnosed with anything. We just have a hard time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me now,
I'm
I'm
not
still
trying
having
to
a hard
find a
time.
cause for it, right? At
Yeah.
this point, you're like, it was a fact.
Just the way it is.
Jack.
And so many people nowadays, they have ADHD, DDHT, and ABC and D and QRS. And
Well, I think that probably existed long ago. It's just
Yes.
now more prominently talked about.
I think,
and or I don't know about medicated, but treated.
yeah.
So.
Well, I overcame it because I had to. I knew that I had some problems, and I think I had to focus more and work around the disability.
Don't you think too that some of the I truly believe some of the food that we put in our children causes some of these problems
Yes.
for people.
Yeah.
You're poisoning them with the crap
Yeah.
that they eat.
It's just like one of our guests talking yesterday that they were talking about getting up and moving. Mm-hmm. You know, walking 5 minutes a day, just doing something. Mm-hmm. I think that sedentary and eating the wrong foods and having a lifestyle where you're on your phone all the time is horrible.
I do too.
Yeah,
I think it's
it's
very
not good.
detrimental to you. And then I did this. Look at that puppy.
Ouch.
Wait, which way? This way. Look at that poor thing, y'all.
Is that
Where am I?
is that blueberry jam? What is that?
Blood.
How'd you do that?
Mopping.
You were mopping?
I was because my grandson was coming over, and I wanted my floor to be at least sort of clean for him.
Okay. Do you have those tools at the house?
Yeah, I do.
I didn't know. I had no
Since
idea.
I have people come clean it,
Yeah.
but it's every 2 weeks, so it can get dirty. I have dogs. Plus, I had my son's dog over, and I just wanted it to be a little cleaner until I did that, and then and then I texted my husband and I said, "See, this is why I don't want to clean our house."
Did you really? Oh my gosh.
I just mess with him.
Does he ever put an apron on?
He didn't put an apron on, but he helps. He
Well-
always helps after. I mean, always pretty much after dinner. Either washing. He would rather put the dishes in the dishwasher, wash the dishes, than he would put any leftovers away
Oh, really?
or clean the countertop. Yeah.
Oh,
So it's a good. It works. Works for us anyway.
good. Glad you have somebody that,
Me too.
yeah,
Me too. For sure.
somebody that keeps you
I'm grateful.
lined up.
You think you think he has
I
any
think he
control over me?
I think his disposition aligns you.
I would agree. It has nothing
See?
to do with me. It's his disposition. He
there
has a
you
good
go.
disposition.
He's got a good
Yeah, he
disposition.
does. He puts up with me.
Well,
Okay.
we have had a heat wave the last couple days.
What in the world?
I don't know. We living in the Ozarks, so
Yeah.
tomorrow it may be freezing rain. We
It
don't
might
know.
be, but I don't
I
think
doubt
that-
it.
Excuse
You okay?
me. I have a little gook on this hump day. Well, I guess that means we should go right into
We should
the
probably go right
forecast.
into the weather if you
Today.
don't mind.
Even if you do mind, do it anyway.
Yeah, right.
It will be sunny today with a high of 51. There are wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour possible.
Yeah, the winds are really gusty.
Yeah, they are. And then tonight, mostly clear with a low of 31. Wind gust again. Thursday, sunny with a high of 57. So that will be pleasant. Again,
Okay.
there's, 20 mile per hour gust. Thursday night, mostly clear with a low of 42. And Friday, sunny with a high of 57. And a Friday night, low of 28.
Okay, and then Saturday, you're going to wake up to a sunny day, high of 53, calm winds for that day, no more than 5 miles per hour for the day. And then Saturday night, low of 21. Sunday morning, and for the high of Sunday will be 39. It'll also be sunny. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 21. And then Monday and Tuesday, it's going to be the upper 40s to the mid 50s with an overnight low of around 32, 33, somewhere around in there.
Embrace the little bit of warmer temperatures because
Yeah.
I'm sure the bottom's going to come out.
Bottom's going to come out of it. What was that? Was that one of your characters or one of your personalities?
I think it was Sybil's personality
Sybil.
coming out in me.
Sounded like Sybil to me. All right, let's do our
TTP.
topic to ponder.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
We're continuing our let's see, unbiased topic to ponder about politics. Hopefully, we can not excite people, and it seems like we do anyway. There's some people that get on there and they throw their political views around.
Yeah.
When we don't try to. Anyway,
Whatever.
what
We're
is
trying to stay unbiased.
Yeah.
Here.
What's today's topic to ponder question?
Do you believe politics have become more personal or more policy driven?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's a little bit of both.
I think so. Yeah.
But I think a lot of it, I've witnessed,
I think it's more personal.
that it's more personal.
Yeah.
People, you probably could ask people and ask them, why are you opposing a certain opinion? And they can't tell you because they don't even know what the opinion is.
Well, and they base it on how much they hate the other person,
Right.
the other side, or the person in charge.
I
or
agree
whatever.
that administration you just are against and whatever, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And, we have some longer answers here.
Oh,
so do you
boy,
want me to
okay.
read them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us who's writing them too.
Throw them under the bus. Vigilant Inspection Services says, politics doesn't represent us anymore. Not really. What we're watching isn't left versus right. It's profit versus people. Both sides are funded by the same donors, the same corporations, the same interests that profit off division, fear, and distraction. What used to be about representing Americans has turned into an industry built on money, control, and greed.
Wow.
Regular people aren't in the conversation anymore. We're just expected to pick a team, fight each other, and ignore the fact that the real power players sit above it all, cashing the checks. I'm done pretending any of them are fighting for us. I'll stand with the people, not the politicians.
Oh, wow. That's good.
That's really good.
That is good.
I think that probably mirrors some of our thoughts, honestly.
Yeah.
And then Paul Barron said, I believe politics has more personality and identity rather than specific policies. Generally speaking, the word for this is effective polarization.
Mm-hmm.
The division this creates is less about policy preferences and more about warmth for their own politics and animosity towards the opposition.
Yep.
While policies remain a component, identity-based connection driven by a candidate's personality is a major factor in modern politics.
Mm-hmm, it is.
I would agree. And then Julie Britton said policy-driven, and Jim Bumgardner said entertainment. Not good entertainment, but entertainment nonetheless.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
thank you for those thoughtful answers.
You know, and what's funny about the whole thing is everybody complains about everybody's doing this wrong and that wrong, and we're gonna indict you and all that. That's all they do is talk.
Yeah.
That's all talk. Who's getting indicted? You know, and you're gonna bring yourself into a committee, and you're gonna get on your soapbox and chastise whoever you don't like. And at the end of the day, no one gets arrested, no one goes to jail.
Right.
No, so why do you even waste your time?
Right. Why do you get all in a tizzy?
No.
You know, I've been reading some stuff about what's her name, Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's
yeah.
wife here. I was reading something this morning, and people are bashing her. They think that she should be home with her kids rather than trying to raise money, I guess, for, what is it? Turning
Point USA, yeah.
Anyway, I mean, that's the same kind of thing. Y'all don't know what she's thinking. You don't know unless you've been through her. You know, you have never been through her exact situation. Give me a break.
Yeah, what kind
I
of
mean,
life?
I don't know that I agree or disagree. I'm just
just
saying.
live your own life and
Shut up.
Zip it. Yeah. Well, go to our Facebook page. We've got a good one up today. Do you believe politics have become more personal or more policy-driven?
Who is that supposed to be?
Policy-driven. I don't know. That's an AI generated.
It kind of mimics
real person.
Biden, but
Yeah.
it's not really.
Well,
it's not Biden.
Doesn't he
It's-
look like a politician though?
Oh heck yeah!
And I did. What are we doing?
Your mic was off.
Oh, my mic was
I
off.
could hear it in the other room.
Oh,
Thanks. Anytime I can help.
thank you very much for
Oh,
doing that.
like I can hear you in here.
I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway, I should have heard an echo. I'm not sure why.
Anyway.
It's going. Anyway, I told AI. I said, "Give me a politician standing at a podium with his arms outstretched, like he's
Yeah.
giving a speech." So there you
And
go.
sure enough,
Sure enough, there it
AI
is.
came up with it.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. Let's move on to our topic to ponder.
Or no, let's do
Or
today in history.
How about history?
Let's do
Let's
some
move on to
history.
that.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
Here I come to save the day. That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. Yes, sir, when there is a wrong to right, Mighty Mouse will join the fight. On the sea or on the land, he gets the situation well in hand.
Do you remember Andy Kaufman
Yes.
and his routine?
Yes.
That was classic. Classic. Go ahead.
What on earth made you think of that?
Because that's
Oh,
that's what
that's
he
him- was that?
that was that was his first comedy stand-up routine.
Okay.
He came out and he didn't say a word, and he had a little record player next on a stand there, and he put it on and it played that, and then when it came to the part where "Here I come to save the day," he went, "I come to save the day," and he pantomimed it or mimed it or whatever.
Okay.
You don't remember that?
I don't. No, I don't.
Classic.
70 years ago, the Mighty Mouse Playhouse premiered on CBS Network, and that was the theme song for that program.
For ordinary men, it's a burning, fiery furnace. No, Dryden. It's going to be fun.
63 years ago, the epic film Lawrence of Arabia had its royal gala premiere in London with Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip in attendance, and that was the clip from that movie.
Nonviolence is the answer to the crucial political and moral questions of our time.
61 years ago, Martin Luther King Jr. received his Nobel Prize in Oslo, saying he accepted it, with an abiding faith in America and an audacious faith in the future of mankind.
Okay. And then back in 1967, 58 years ago, one of the great voices of soul music was silenced. Otis Redding was killed along with 6 others when his private plane crashed in Wisconsin. He was 26.
Wow.
Released after his death was Dock of the Bay. It's his best-known song.
Okay.
We stand here today as nothing more than representatives of the millions who dare to rise up against a social system whose very essence is war, violence, racism.
32. I'll get it out in a second, Dan. 32 years ago, South Africa's President F.W. de Klerk and the man later elected to succeed him, Nelson Mandela, jointly accepted the Nobel Peace Prize for moving their country toward black majority rule. Mandela said they hadn't done it alone.
I will continue my work to try to change the way people think so that we can move more quickly to do the right thing.
Okay, that was 18 years ago. Former Vice President Al Gore accepted the Nobel Peace Prize for his work fighting global warming.
It's Peace Prize Day.
It is.
Evidently.
Must be.
In history.
I've got mine.
Compared to some of the giants of history who have received this prize, Schweitzer and King, Marshall and Mandela, my accomplishments are slight.
Okay, 16 years ago, former President Obama accepted the Nobel Peace Prize with a humble acknowledgement of his scant accomplishments.
You cannot pass! Get out!
That was in 2001, 2001, 24 years ago. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, had its world premiere in London, and this is a famous scene from Ian McKellen as Gandalf. You shall not pass.
Gentlemen in England, now abed, shall think themselves accursed they were not here, and hold their manhood's chief, whiles any speaks that thought with us upon St. Crispin's Day.
Wow. Okay. Actor Kenneth Branagh was born this day in 1960. He's 65. You'll often see him playing Shakespearean roles such as Henry V.
You could call it an obsession, but to me, it's my job. It's my work. It's the thing I love to do. Way more than television. No offense.
Okay, this is a birthday cut. TV chef Bobby Flay was born on this day in 1964. He's 61 today. Flay has hosted various cooking shows on food networks and cooking channels, and he spoke with CBS reporter Tracy Smith back in 2014.
Okay.
Who do we have on our show today?
Well, at first we're going to have John Burnside. He is running for Arkansas State Representative for, I guess, District 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a second interview segment with Robert Phelan and Wayne Root. to talk about the Boone County Community Band concert.
All right.
Okay.
Before we take a break, we want to let people know that Stone Bank sponsors our program, Boulder Banking, right here in Harrison. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more for you from around the table with Dan and Ann. Stay with us. And welcome back to Around the Table. It's political season, and a lot of people, there's a lot of, I guess, positions open. And we're going to talk about one of those positions right here, District 5, for our area. And John Burnside has thrown his hat into the ring.
You betcha.
I threw my hat in. I wish I had it back today because it's cold outside. And when you have no hair, you want to cover up as much as possible.
Now, if you grow your hair back, would it be
You know the old Seinfeld episode where the guy was shaving his head, and then he said, "I shaved my head," and he goes, "Well, if you grow it back," he grew it back, and he was bald. He didn't realize he was bald, so he reflected differently.
Yes.
Because he said, being bald is different than shaving your head. So really quickly, I was losing my hair. Late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
My wife was diagnosed with cancer about that time, and I went ahead and shaved my head. Some of it's solidarity, but most of it was just support. But when I'd walk into the doctor's offices, they would look at us, and they knew that they'd look at the sheet, and they'd say Burnside, and they'd say female, and they'd look at me, and they go, well, which one are you?
Because that's
That's kind of the look. It's kind of Michael Jordan made it acceptable for men to shave their head. But I mean, Ann will, as I've heard her say this, you're not far behind me.
I know.
So,
I should probably shave, but
hold on to it as long as you can.
Well, it's there.
Yeah, that's right.
I might be able to run my finger and grab some up there, but
I could probably
it's all
grab.
gone.
You want me to see if I can grab some for you?
Yeah,
Dan?
please do. Pull out the rest of it.
So, that would be entertaining.
Yeah.
So
Great.
what compelled you to I know this position's been open. It's held by McNair, is that
yes,
right?
Ron McNair has done an excellent job. I don't think that that anyone can criticize Ron on the job he's done. And so this isn't a situation where I said, well, I'm going in because we've had poor representation.
Right.
You being in there as long as Ron has, I'm sure he's received his fair share of criticism.
Sure.
But he's done a great job, and he's a good guy. I think he really represented our district very, very well.
And I think that's why a lot of people are going for that position because they it's open.
It is open. He's not, and since he's not running, none of us wanted to run. I don't think any of us want to run against Ron because again, Ron does a great job, and Ron's a good guy. But when the position came open, there was a number of individuals, including myself, who said, if you choose not to run, when you choose not to run, I'd like to consider that. And we've done that. That comes around about every 2 years. And so we've kind of waited our turn to see what Ron was going to do. And now it'll be open for one of us.
So this wasn't like a recent decision. You kind of pondered this for a while.
Actually, I think on the last election cycle, I had visited with Ron.
Okay.
And I had shared exactly what I just said with you guys, that I think you're doing a kind job. Let me support you. And not oppose you, and so I'm hoping that that's the same case that will happen with one of us. One of us will do a great job, and the rest of us will get behind whoever's there and will support them, not oppose them.
Right.
So.
What does a representative in our district or any of the districts around? What do they do?
Well, of course, we're all looking for the best interest for our district. We're trying to make sure that our area, which Harrison. Is kind of the hub of the district. It kind of sits right in the middle, and that district goes over kind of towards Payette, goes down towards not quite Dogpatch. It's basically a lot of almost southern 2/3 of Boone County.
Okay.
Goes over to Alpena, goes up to Bergman, and I think it includes the Principality of Bergman, but not all. But doesn't go past that, and it kind of jaggeds north a little bit. So we're looking out for the best interest of District 5, which are those communities, which, gosh, we're blessed. These are some fantastic communities. And then we're also combining the best interest of our district with what's the best interest of the state. So we want Arkansas to be one of the best states it can possibly be, but we want our district, our area, to be one of the most productive and I would say, when we talk about economic factors, when we talk about education factors, when we talk about health care, we talk about all those factors, how can we make this district a standalone prime example of what a district can be in the state of Arkansas?
And I would assume that if you don't have a good representative, you get overlooked for possible state money or projects.
We try to get in line for all those kind of projects, those grants, all those things that are available. You have to have infrastructure within the district, in which we have pretty good infrastructure. We have a number of agencies within the state or within our district that work together to make sure that opportunities are there. We talk about whether it's a healthcare initiative, whether it's a school initiative, whether it's something going on at the college. There's so many things that have to get in line, and if you don't have those, if you're not on the same page, if you're competing against each other, or you look at each other as adversarial, you don't get very far.
You don't get anything accomplished.
No, you don't.
Now, you have been and maybe still are on some boards here, so you kind of have a finger on the pulse of what's going on.
Well, I have served this. I've said this before. If my educators, my teachers from when I was growing up, knew that I would spend almost 15 years on the Harrison School Board and then 2 terms on the North Arkansas College Board, they would have said, no, not John.
Not John.
Not that I wasn't a bright kid. I was bright enough to figure out how to get by. And so I've got God blessed me with one of those. I've got my youngest that does that same thing. Super smart kid. And
he knows how to work it.
He knows how to work it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've spent some time on the Harrison School Board. I've also spent some time, obviously, on the North Arkansas College Board. 2 wonderful agencies, 2 agencies that drive this community because, again, I know there's this big push with Mike Rowe about you don't need college education, you don't need, but you need some education of some sort. You can't be a trade. You can't be in a trade without education of some sort now.
Right.
And so those opportunities are abundant here in north central Arkansas, more so than a lot of places in the state. We forget the local school scores came out, grades came out. They were just published in the last couple of weeks. And you look at whether you're in Bergman, whether you're in Valley, whether you're in Alpena, whether you're in Harrison, our grades are fantastic. We produce some really, really good kids, really good opportunities. That's not attributed to people serving on the school board. That's attributed to those teachers, those people who spend every day in those classrooms, making sure those kids are not only taught, but fed, clean environment, opportunities. And so we have a really, really good district. We're just talking a little bit about our children just recently and jobs that they have. They have those opportunities and those options because they know they come from these great schools, good options. Your son wasn't afraid for hard work. Hard work, dedication, and then some sprinkled in with good, appropriate education will take you to the next level. And that's what we need. We need more opportunities for these kids to be able to come back here and work. And the people who live here to get out of those entry-level jobs into better paying jobs. So that takes, our senator, but it takes our district representative, our representatives at the state level, our mayor, our city council, our county judges, all trying to be on the same page as much as possible. And when you get more than 1 or 2 people, getting on the same page is sometimes difficult. So it's a challenge, but I think that we've talked about this as a family and prayed about this, that we believe that if I can get in that opportunity, then I can try to make that happen.
Okay.
You're ready to work with people, not against them.
Yeah, honestly, in an environment, political environment where there's just hate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, there's enough hate. We try to be as supportive of each other as we can be, and I think that's what makes this community great. You asked me why I kind of got into it. I paged as a junior high student at the Capitol for my local senator at that time and my local representative, and I remember seeing especially my representative. He's kind of known around the state as the guy for education, and I saw what kind of legacy he was leaving, and I started questioning in some ways what would my legacy be, and so I got involved in my local school board. I got opportunities to get involved in the local college, not so that I could put my opinions out there, but I could be supportive and trying to make them as successful as possible. And that's what I'm trying to do in this race, is just make District 5 a better place than I would have left it. So,
well, it's almost like a David and Goliath thing because it's one individual fighting for your district in the Capitol down there. So have you thought about that?
Yeah, that's okay. So I think most of us have to realize that the movie Mr. Smith Goes to Washington that's a movie.
Yeah.
There are some things you're going to have to get used to. There's going to be some things you're going to be asked to do for your agenda, for your intentions for North Central Arkansas to be successful. You're going to have to listen to what others are saying. Some of those may not be popular, and you're going to have to figure out where you're going to make those tough stands, what hills you're going to willing to die on, and which ones you're willing to say, I can make some concessions here for the betterment of this district. It may not favor mine as well.
Right,
so.
and it may not be perfect, for every single person you represent, because there's no perfect. in politics.
I think that's one of our problems is we got into is that we think perfection is the goal. Perfection is never the goal. The perfection in your employment, in whatever you do, is to be better than you were last week, last year, last quarter, whatever it is to continuously be improving. If you're aiming for perfection, you're going to be pretty frustrated and you're going to be pretty miserable person.
Well, you seem like you would be good to work with other people. You know, that you're not just out for yourself kind of deal.
I'm not at a point in life where I'm ready to just kind of give up in living. But I have realized that if we don't all get there together, it's so much more fun when we get there as a group.
Sure.
And so if you're stepping on people or you're using a platform for your own purposes,
right?
It's probably not the right
That's
intentions. And
people see that too.
Yeah,
people see it.
And for my family, you know, we talked about this and we spent time praying about this decision. It takes time away from your family. This is a part-time job that's got almost some full-time responsibilities.
Right,
And I'm going to be gone some. I'm lucky my children are kind of grown. Right? They are grown. And my wife is you know, kind of set in her ways, so she's glad that I'm gone some. But it was going to take time away from them. And so we wanted to make sure, because I'm at a really good stage in life where I'm enjoying my family more than any other stage. You know, every stage has its pluses and minuses. Yeah, this is great. As you kept your grandchild last night, and I hope that they sleep better for you next time. But every time every stage has got its own uniqueness, and I'm in a unique stage where I believe I can dedicate quite a bit of time and attention to some of the issues that I believe matter for North Central Arkansas.
Now you're going to be campaigning from now until March. Is it March?
February is.
Well, February 16th is early voting.
Oh, okay.
And then March 3rd is voting date. And then there's 5 of us running, and so I anticipate there'll be a runoff. That's just kind of, if you do the math, that's how things happen.
Okay.
So that election would take place the end of March. That's for primary. And then that person would be the representative for the Republican ticket come November of 2026.
And then you got to battle against
a
Democratic or independent person.
Right.
Where can people find out more about you?
Well, we're developing our website right now.
Okay.
We've got everything ready for that. That is johnburnsidedistrict5.com.
Okay.
So I'll put that out on my social media and some other areas very, very soon. We are excited because we believe that we're going to show a really nice product to people, and then they have a decision to make. This is like buying a car or buying a house. There's multiple options for us. My work with obviously with education, with healthcare, I believe will present myself well, and we hope people will take a hard look and consider getting out and voting.
Yeah, and if you haven't voted, register.
Yeah, register.
Yeah.
You know, again, these turnouts they're oftentimes
not
what we really want them to be in a democracy or a republic like the United States is. But we really want people to get out and vote. That's an exercise that not many people around the world get to do.
Or shut up.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
fair
basically,
enough.
you know, I mean,
yeah. So,
well, we wish you well in your
thank you guys, thank you all.
Candidacy and at the polls.
Win, lose, or draw, we're all about making this area, this part of the state, a better place to live, raise your family, have a job, those kind of things.
That's your takeaway right there.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys.
John. We appreciate it.
Everybody, kind of keep an eye on all the candidates and make an informed decision. If you're not a voter, register to vote and get out there and vote.
Amen.
Thanks,
All
John.
right.
Thank
Thanks,
you, sir.
John.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we've got Robert Phelan and
Wayne Root.
Stay with us. All right, welcome back to Around the Table.
Straighten up.
Our second guest coming in the studio today is Robert Phelan and Wayne Root, and they're here to talk about the Boone County Community Band.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk
We're
about
excited
it.
about it.
Yes,
How's
we
it
are.
going? How's it going with the band?
It's going well. Yeah, we've got a good group. We get together once a week on Monday night, and we just have a bunch of fun putting the music together.
Yeah.
We enjoy having it.
Do you take some time off?
We do.
Summer.
Okay.
Summer.
In case somebody's listening and going, what, a Boone County Community Band?
Right. Yeah.
We do take the summers off. In years ago, in the past, we had a community band that played the 4th of July.
Yes,
that was our only
yes.
gig, and that was wonderful and fun for the first 20 years. But then it got to the point where, well, I can't do it on the 4th because we're going to the lake or we're on vacation.
A lot of
and-
conflicts.
Yeah, so we decided when we got this group going, it was going to be basically during the same time as school year. That
Okay.
way, come
That's
summertime,
smart, yeah.
families can do their summer activities and all that.
Did you come up with that plan?
Oh, yes, because I was tired of moving equipment on the 4th of July.
Well, how many members are there at this point? Do you know?
It's close to 50.
Wow.
That's great.
That's good,
and that's
yeah.
all within our area. That
We pull a couple out of Yellville.
Okay.
And, most everybody else is from Boone County. We have Lead Hill and,
One person from Branson.
one from Branson.
Okay. And what's the only requirement? Play an instrument.
Play an instrument.
And hopefully
You
read
know how
music.
to play an instrument, you know how to read music. Sit
You're
in.
in if you want to be.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You bet. You
Okay.
bet. We
Good.
don't have auditions. We're not a select group.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to come play, we want you to be there.
Do you ever have any? I shouldn't ask that question.
Go ahead, honey.
Go ahead.
Do you ever have anybody you go, let's tone them down?
No, I
No.
tried to get you to come, but you wouldn't do it.
Yeah. We asked you to play, didn't we?
Yeah, you did.
Now, that
so
should
that
answer your
says a
question. We'll
lot.
take anybody.
That says a lot.
Do you have an overabundance of like a section that you
Yeah.
or you need more of one section?
What sections?
Tuba.
Tubas, believe it or
Really?
not.
We have tuba players, and let's see, 2 of them have degrees. One of them has played since college in different groups here and there. And we've had some really outstanding, some really good high school kids.
I would not have guessed tuba.
Well, I wouldn't have either.
Me either.
And when when directors get together and they talk, we talk about our community bands we have and all this, and they talk about instrumentation. I go, well, we've got 5 tubas in our band. And then they
Bragging
go,
rights.
really? And I go, yeah, and 2 bassoons, 2 oboes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, okay.
And they're going,
Wow.
huh?
Because those are some that I figured would not be present, in a community
well,
band.
yeah,
But
yeah.
We have a hard time finding.
Clarinets, you always got.
No, we're
No.
having a hard time with clarinets.
Really?
Clarinets.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then
And don't you play
percussion.
clarinet?
Well, I did, but that was a long time ago.
And percussion. I mean, how hard is it to beat on something? But we can't find
Wow.
Drummers, we need drummers.
I'll be darned. I'm going to tell my brother.
Hey,
He
that's
was a
fine.
drummer.
Paul would love to do that. Bring him on.
I'll tell. Maybe I'll tell him to listen to this and see
Oh,
what he
that'd be
thinks.
fine.
But anyway, so you have a concert coming up.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And how
yeah,
many-
that's what we're here to talk about.
Well,
Yeah, that's right.
Monday
Monday.
night.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
Monday
okay.
night, 7 o'clock
Okay.
at the Performing Arts Center at
Okay, that-
Harrison High School, the auditorium.
Stage. You get a big
Oh,
stage.
yeah, beautiful place to play.
Lots of seating, so you need to bring lots of people with you.
That's exactly right.
Yes,
that's what we're
that's the
here
only
for.
thing about the facility is it's so doggone big.
And sit down front so they know you're there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Can you come and sit up front and tell everybody
I
to
have
move down?
Messiah practice.
Oh, bless your heart.
Like, I can't miss. One of
I
those.
understand.
Yeah.
Is
I
this
did that a number of years myself.
Yeah.
What's the cost?
Zero.
Zero.
You can't
Okay.
beat that. Where else can you get free entertainment
Yeah.
of this caliber?
Now, are we playing Christmas music or what are we playing? What is
Yeah,
it?
what's your
2 Christmas? No, 3.
3 Christmas tunes.
Okay.
And I'm doing a medley of Billy Joel tunes.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool.
Which, and then, of course, my Christmas piece, Walking Down Christmas Lane, which has got a lot of traditional Christmas carols in it, as well as some popular ones, too. And then, of course, we cannot have a concert without a march.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing a march, and my apologies to John Philip Sousa, because we're doing a march entitled Jingle Bells Forever. Instead of Stars and Stripes Forever, but it is based
Jingle
on
Bells Forever.
Jingle Bells Forever.
Okay.
And I'm sure that if you listen, you'll hear him spinning in his grave when it's played. But that's my contribution to the program.
Y'all each direct some of the numbers, correct?
Yeah, he's got 3 of them this time. I've got 2. And then the Valley Springs band director, Caleb Mathis, has 1.
Oh, okay, good.
He
I
does
love to
one.
see the collaboration of the area directors or ex-direct, former.
I like the way you say ex-directors.
Ex-directors.
You talk about the old retired directors.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Emphasis on old.
No, it was ex. But what numbers are you directing?
Well, I have got one called Christmas Lights, and it's kind of based on the vintage vinyl age of Christmas music.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So like the 40s and 50s type of thing. So it's a neat. And then I'm doing a Celtic piece, and it starts out with a really pretty Irish tune, and then it goes into full bagpipe.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So those are my 2 pieces, and then Caleb's also doing a Irish tune also. That's really pretty.
Oh,
this
that's
is
good.
going to be. I attended, I think, the last concert that y'all had, and they were good.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
not that I'm surprised, but
Sounds like you
but I was
surprised.
like, I was
I come to the
That was
Messiah.
borderline. They were good.
When I come to Messiah concert, and I go, I was surprisingly good. I mean, bless your heart. I love you.
God love her. What time does all this start?
7 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
7 o'clock.
Okay.
And you probably don't have to worry about finding the seat because there's going to be plenty
There
there.
is a lot of seating there.
Yeah.
That's about 1,000-seat auditorium, or 900, I think.
Right.
Well, that's good.
Right.
50-piece band.
50 pieces.
And you're going to be starting, going to be performing at the Performing Arts Center right there at the Harrison High School.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
At 7 o'clock.
And
It's free admission.
Yeah.
Free admission, and I would like to point out, because a lot of our audience is of that age, there is handicap parking behind the gym.
Okay.
You know,
And there's
I've
an
had a lot of people
elevator
say, well,
somewhere
it's
there,
so
too.
far to walk from the parking lot,
Yeah.
you know, up those steps.
Sure.
But there's handicap parking behind, and you can come right in on ground level, no steps or any
Yeah.
of that
Yeah.
to get in the auditorium, which
Right.
is important, and that's why I get there early to get my handicap parker.
Oh,
All
me.
right.
But this all starts 7 on Monday night, and kudos to y'all for coming up with this whole idea
Well, it
and
keeps
doing
us
it.
out of the pool hall, you know, and
Keeps you out of trouble.
and
Yeah.
it keeps us on the straight and narrow. And you know, we've been doing this for. I know I've been doing it since I was in the 6th grade, and I think Wayne started in the
So you blood.
6th grade, you know,
Yeah.
and
Since you were just little babes.
since I was a little babe, and you know, there's not many, you know, 75-year-old quarterbacks still doing what they did in high school.
Right. That's
you
true.
know, So
Well, we appreciate
Music's-
that your
we'll
talent.
keep doing
that
it as
you're-
All the
long
way.
as we
Yep.
can do it.
There you go.
that you're sharing your talent with the area for sure, and all those musicians that are doing so as well. So.
Well, thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah,
we appreciate
thank
it.
Thank you for having us.
Monday, 7 p.m.
yes.
at the PAC.
Yes.
It'll be a good time had by all.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
We're
you.
going to take another break. Stone Bank sponsors our program. Boulder Banking right here in Harrison, Arkansas. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Around the Table, streaming live on Facebook and Hometown TV, channel 26.1.
And welcome back. We have just a couple of minutes remaining in the show. Very big show today. Thank you so much for all the guests that were here.
Yeah.
Always makes the show go very quickly. We should do this, like 2 or 3 hours a day.
Okay, we're going to go to another subject, and that would be that the circus is in town, but it's not your normal animal no, I don't want to say infested, but it is a more personalized, circus. And it's a winter circus.
Up close and personal.
Up close and personal.
Yeah.
And there's lots of, it's like a big family atmosphere.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be well attended because we gave all the tickets away. We had some promotional tickets that were given away to our listeners. They're all gone. And they were not just individual tickets. They were family tickets.
Right.
Of 5.
See, that's one reason you should listen to us.
Well, we try.
But we want to, just to remind you, I don't know, I'm not sure what time it starts, Dan, but Piccolo Zope, I think is how it's pronounced. Piccolo Zope Circus, and they're in town over by Creekside in a big tent. It is provided with some heating in it, but you should dress warmly.
It's very nice.
Yeah,
it won't be windy in there, so no problem.
Not at all. So,
and you'll thoroughly enjoy the show.
You bet.
Guaranteed.
You bet. Okay.
Today is Nobel Prize Day, and it's also National Lager Day. Is that a beer?
Sound of beer.
Sound beerish, yeah. Dark lager, pale, amber. Forbes reveals the 2025 list of world's most popular women.
I'm not one of them.
I don't see any names here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, GM CEO Mary Barra, and Beyonce are amongst those.
Okay.
International Human Rights Day, and Australia's social media age limit kicks in, where they're trying to take back the children from the social monster.
Okay.
We had a great day.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes, and we'll be here tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.